Happy Saturday, happy 14th of March, happy day 73 of the year. How are you feeling this morning? Hopefully you got a nice night of rest and you're looking forward to taking some relaxation and yin time because it's the weekend and that's what the weekends are all about. As I said, we are on day 73 of the year and in 365 Tao by Deng Ming Tao, day 73's word of the day is affirmation. So find a nice quiet and comfy place where you're not going to be disturbed for the next 15 minutes or so, remembering that 15 minutes is just 1% of your day. To take time out to be by yourself, get seated and grounded and present in this moment right now. And remember, the best way to do that is to take a couple of nice deep breaths with long exhales out to come back to the present, to be here and now, to reconnect with your breath. Get your books ready, get your journals ready with something to write in so that we can write about what we're going to read together right now. Open up to page 73 and let's start reading together on the subject of affirmation. Stand at the precipice, that existential darkness, and call into the void. It will surely answer. The precipice represents our dilemma as human beings, the sense that this existence is all too random, all too absurd. Is there order? Is there a force directing things? These are the important issues, so important that we cannot rely on scripture, but must instead explore on our own. The followers of Tao compare the void to a valley. A valley is void, yet it is productive and positive. The emptiness of the valley permits water to accumulate for plants. It allows life-giving sunlight to flood its surface. Its openness gives comfort to people and animals alike. The void should not be frightening. Rather, it contains all possibilities. Pour into it, call out, not just with your voice, but with your whole being. If your cry is deep and sincere, an echo is sure to return. This is the affirmation of our existence, the affirmation that we are on the right path. With that encouragement, we can continue our lives and our explorations. Then the void is not frightening, but a constant companion. It's an interesting way to start our Saturdays this morning. You've probably heard of people referencing the void throughout your life in different contexts. And as it says here, it's often seen as something like dark and frightening and scary, like into the void. It's like this dark place that doesn't really get explored. And I think in this context, Deng Ming Tao is referencing, what's inside of us, what's in our subconscious mind, what's going on behind the scenes. That's perhaps what the void is here that he's referring to. And yesterday we were speaking about the importance of having a meditation practice, which is quieting your mind, going within, getting quiet, getting still, and looking for answers within yourself rather than things that are external. And I think that's kind of what this passage is kind of piggybacking on from yesterday. The answers that we seek are in ourselves, and sometimes we just need to go to that quiet, dark, still place to find them. And sometimes what comes up in your subconscious might not be pretty, it might be dark. And as it says here, it might seem frightening, but the more you face the truth of what's really going on inside of you, and you're not putting the external things over the top of you, you're peeling all the external away just to get really to the core of who you are, that inside void that's inside of you, that darkness, that stillness that's always there, no matter how much you might try to cover it up, or society might try to cover it up, or tell you who to be, or tell you what to do, or tell you how to act. Once you get all of that away, you get into that dark, still place, and you're just in that contemplative silence, whether it's through meditation or however you like to connect with yourself in that place. It's not something to be afraid of. It's actually very liberating to go to that place. But a lot of people are quite hesitant, I guess you could say, to do that kind of work, to do that deep work within themselves, to ask themselves some deeper questions, to face those perhaps like skeletons in the closet or the dark things that they have. But don't be frightened, as it says here. And if you do a sincere, deep, as it says here, cry, if you sincerely search for those answers. If you're very sincere in your practice, and it's not just with your voice, it's the whole being, an echo is sure to return. If you sit in that darkness, if you can sit in that discomfort, if you can sit in that place that might be a little frightening, that might be a little scary, and if you can, withstand all of that, as it says here, an echo is sure to return. You will get some answers, but you have to be brave enough to do that. So I encourage you to perhaps, if, as I said yesterday, if you don't have a meditation practice, I think it's a really, really great thing to incorporate into your routine and into your way of being. As I said yesterday, there's plenty of resources online. It's something that you might need some help with. You might need some guidance with if you're just starting out. And I really encourage you to do it. Even though the subconscious mind, could potentially be a little bit dark, a little bit frightening, once you uncover that and move through it, it's very, very beneficial to connect with yourself and live in an authentic and free way. So that's a lot to think about for a Saturday morning. So if you don't perhaps have a meditation practice yet, here's another little nudge from 365 Tao encouraging you to do that. So there's an invitation there if you choose to accept it. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful Saturday, whatever you have planned this weekend. And thank you so much for being here for 73 days. And I will check in with you tomorrow.